Good evening. Hong Kong is grappling with a disaster of historic proportions after a massive fire ripped through multiple high-rise residential blocks in the Tai Po district, resulting in the city's deadliest blaze in nearly 3 decades. The fire began late yesterday afternoon at the sprawling Wang Fuk Court housing complex, a major estate consisting of 8 32-story towers and home to nearly 5,000 people. Officials have confirmed that at least 36 people were killed in the incident, including a dedicated 37-year-old firefighter who died in the line of duty. A further 279 residents are currently reported missing as rescue teams continue the grim task of sweeping the charred buildings. 29 people remain hospitalized, with 7 listed in critical condition. The blaze was first reported at 2:51 p.m. local time on Wednesday. Due to the rapid escalation of the flames, the alarm was quickly raised, reaching a Level 5 alert, the highest severity classification, just over 3 hours later. The fire ultimately spread across 7 of the complex's 8 towers. Initial investigations strongly indicate that the fire was fueled by the construction materials sheathing the high-rises. Wang Fuk Court was undergoing a major renovation, and the entire complex was wrapped in the traditional Hong Kong bamboo scaffolding and green construction netting. Fire Services Director Andy Young noted that the fire's propagation was highly unusual. The combustible bamboo and netting acted like a wick, carrying the flames vertically and horizontally across the exterior of the complex, allowing the fire to breach multiple apartments simultaneously. The situation was exacerbated by materials found inside the buildings. Security Secretary Chris Tong stated that preliminary checks found the exterior netting and tarpaulin burned faster than regulated safety standards permit. In addition, fire crews discovered flammable foam and styrofoam sheets in corridors, materials which may have further intensified the internal spread, enabling flames to race across multiple levels. Secretary Tong described the speed of the fire's spread as suspicious, pointing towards a potential criminal probe. The firefighting and rescue operation deployed enormous resources, including nearly 800 firefighters and 128 vehicles. However, operations were severely hampered by the height of the blaze and the extreme heat inside the towers. Deputy Director of Fire Services Derek Chan confirmed that high temperatures and falling flaming debris made entering the buildings and accessing upper floors very challenging. The human cost of the catastrophe has been profound. Witnesses at the scene described the terror of residents and the agony of family members. Mr. Wang, a 71-year-old resident, was photographed in distress as his wife was still trapped inside the burning complex. The majority of the residents in the 1980s-era complex were believed to be elderly, making evacuation efforts particularly difficult. The deceased firefighter has been identified as Ho Wei Ho, a 9-year veteran of the service. Fire Service Director Young expressed deep grief at the loss, noting the profound difficulty of the rescue efforts. More than 900 people were forced to seek refuge in temporary community shelters set up by the government, while traffic and nearby major highways were halted to accommodate the massive emergency response. In the early hours of this morning, Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee confirmed that police have arrested 3 men on suspicion of manslaughter in connection with the fire. The arrests signal a rapid transition from disaster response to a criminal investigation focusing on accountability for the catastrophe. From Beijing, President Xi Jinping extended his condolences to the families of the victims and urged an all-out effort to minimize further losses. Chief Executive Lee has stated that the priority remains recovery and support for the injured, to be followed by a thorough multi-agency inquiry. This unprecedented tragedy has forced a critical review of construction safety in Hong Kong. The incident highlights the inherent dangers of relying on traditional, highly combustible materials like bamboo scaffolding in a densely populated, modern high-rise environment. Our team will continue to track the ongoing investigation and the search for the missing residents.